What would you do if a lonely old man walked into your restaurant with empty pockets? Would you turn him away, or would you buy his dinner? Emily Carter had no idea that one small act of kindness would change her life forever, because the old man she helped wasn't just another hungry stranger. He was hiding a secret worth millions, and what happened the very next day shocked an entire town. Chapter 1. A Hard Life. Emily was a 24-year-old waitress in a small American town. She worked double shifts at a family diner called Rosewood Cafe. Her father had passed away years earlier, and her mother was battling cancer. Money was always tight. Some nights, Emily skipped dinner just to save enough money for her mother's medicine. Yet everyone in town knew one thing about her: she never refused to help someone in need. Her co-workers often joked, "Emily, one day you're going to give away your whole paycheck." She would smile and answer, "If I can make someone's day better, it's worth it." Little did she know, someone was listening. Chapter 2. The Old Man. One cold, rainy evening, the diner was almost empty. The door slowly opened. An old man walked inside. His clothes were worn. His shoes were muddy. His hands trembled from the cold. Some customers looked away. Others whispered, "He probably can't pay." The old man quietly sat in a corner. Emily walked over with a smile. "What can I get for you, sir?" The man looked embarrassed. "I haven't eaten since yesterday, but I think I left my wallet at home." The restaurant manager frowned. "No money, no food." The old man slowly stood to leave, but Emily stopped him. "Sit down." She handed him a menu. "Order anything you want." The old man looked confused. "But I can't pay." Emily smiled. "I didn't ask you." To Chapter 3. A Small Kindness. The old man ordered a simple meal: soup, steak, coffee, apple pie. Emily paid for everything, using the money she had saved for herself. When the old man finished eating, tears filled his eyes. "Young lady, why would you do this for a stranger?" Emily answered, "My father taught me something before he died. He said, kindness always finds its way home." The old man stood up. He gently held Emily's hand. "You remind me of someone I lost long ago." Then he left. But before walking out, he looked back and smiled. "You have a beautiful heart. Never let the world change it." Chapter 4. The Shocking News. The next morning, Emily was getting ready for work. Someone knocked on her door. Outside stood a lawyer. "Are you Emily Carter?" "Yes, I have something important to discuss." Emily thought there had been a mistake. The lawyer handed her a letter. The old man from the diner had passed away. During the night, Emily's heart sank. Then the lawyer said something. "Unbelievable, you've been named in his will." Emily nearly dropped the letter. "What?" The lawyer nodded. "The old gentleman left you his entire estate, worth $20 million. Chapter 5. The Secret. Emily couldn't believe it. She had only bought a stranger dinner. The lawyer explained the truth. The old man's name was Henry Whitmore. He had built one of the largest construction companies in the state. His wife had died years earlier. His only daughter had passed away in a car accident. After that, Henry lost faith in people. Many relatives only wanted his money, so he began visiting towns dressed like a poor man, not to test people, but to find genuine kindness. Emily was the first person who treated him like family. Henry wrote in his final letter, "Dear Emily, you fed me when you thought I had nothing. You respected me when others ignored me. Money cannot buy a good heart. I have no family left. If anyone deserves what I built, it is someone who knows the value of kindness. Promise me one thing: help others the way you helped me." Emily couldn't hold back her tears. Chapter 6. A Different Choice. Emily could have bought a mansion, luxury cars, expensive vacations. Instead, she paid for her mother's treatment. She reopened the old diner. She created scholarships for poor students. She built a homeless shelter. She helped struggling families pay their bills. People asked, "Why don't you spend the money on yourself?" Emily smiled. "It was never really mine. It belongs to every person who needs a second chance." Ending years later, a little girl walked into Emily's diner with her grandfather. The old man quietly asked, "Do you still help strangers?" Emily smiled. "Every single day." The grandfather nodded. "Good. The world needs more people like you." Emily looked at the wall behind the counter. There hung a framed photograph of Henry Whitmore. Beneath it were the words he had spoken on that rainy night: "Kindness always finds its way home." And perhaps the greatest inheritance wasn't the millions he left behind. It was the lesson that one act of kindness can change a life, and sometimes it can change the world. Never underestimate a small act of kindness. You may never know whose life you're changing or how that kindness might one day come back to you. Moral: a good heart is worth more than any fortune, and true kindness is the richest inheritance anyone can leave behind.